What are we doing today, buddy?
We're doing Bondo
Bondo? On what?
on a little tiny spot.
Stuff like that? That is right. And who are you?
I'm Brian Geyer.
And I'm Clint Geyer. We're CB Otis. This is day 2 of
Hey,
repainting our 93 Toyota. So we got it scuffed up. We got it all scuffed up, and we were able to see the dents pretty well while it was wet. So now we're gonna fix these little dents here, show you how we go about that. And yeah, we're gonna shoot some primer, and it'll be almost ready for paint. How about that?
yeah.
All right,
before
cool.
Christmas.
Before Christmas, yeah, well, we'll paint it after Christmas. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I got my DA. I'm gonna feather off the little dents so the Bondo has something to stick.
Very good.
I got all the dents feathered out, so now it's ready for Bondo. And my dad feathered it all out, all of the stickers.
Yeah, so the stickers were obviously from 1993. And whenever I took the razor blade and peeled off what I had, what'd you do to your hands? You look like you killed a Smurf or something, man.
I said, why is he smart?
But anyway, so the stickers were nasty on there, and the glue was nasty on there. And the best thing to do, since we're repainting it, is to sand it down, and we're gonna put primer on it anyway. So that's what we ended up doing. Getting all that sanded out, let's get ready for Bondo. Okay, Brian, we're gonna talk about Bondo. You ready? All right, so this is what I use. Evercoat Z-Grip. It is a filler. Some people don't say, what are you, okay, thank you for that, Vanna. So I use this because it's thin enough to where we don't have to use what's called glaze, okay? And what glaze does is fills in these itty bitty pinholes that's in a lot of body filler. Well, this stuff here is a filler, but it's thin enough to where it doesn't have any pinholes in it, is what it comes down to, okay? So we're gonna mix some up and lace them on and see what you think about that. Cool? All right. All right, Brian. So what I do, whenever I know how many dents I have, you always make sure that your Bondo's stirred up real good, okay? And we've got quite a few dents
In this box.
on the truck. So we're gonna mix up quite a bit of Bondo, okay? Or filler, or whatever you want to say. Some people don't like using cardboard to put their Bondo on because they say that it puts air in the Bondo. And I've been doing body work for, oh gosh, 15 years, something like that. And I've always used cardboard, and I've never had any issues with any of my body work. So, this is a hardener. Whenever these two mix together, it's a chemical reaction, and it causes the Bondo to harden up. Now, you want to use however much hardener as you want, as long as you can get it put on there fast enough before it hardens up. And it's relatively cold in here, so it's like 65, maybe 62, somewhere around there. It's relatively chilly in here. So we're going to use quite a bit hardener, and we're going to start slathering it on, okay? So I'm going to put about that much in there, okay? And it doesn't look like a lot, right? But it's going to take off here in a second. And it's a chemical reaction, so it gets hot. So we're going to get this mixed up, start slapping it on the truck. All right, so we'll get this good and mixed up. Basically, you're just laying it out over and over again until all the hardener and the Bondo is mixed up, okay? That way you have one solid color. There's no blue streaks in it, or clumps, or anything like that. So we know now it's good and mixed up, okay? whenever we do this, we want to do it good so that there's not a lot of sanding. So lay it on there like that. Okay, then we'll go down to this one. Do the same thing. I'm gonna lay it in there a little heavy. Okay, same way with that one. Lay it on. All right, we'll get this one on the door here. Let's go to the other side before this stuff hardens up. There we go. We'll start here. Should have cleaned it off a little bit. You always want to make sure it's clean or else it won't stick.
That's what I started doing.
That's right. So we'll get that put on. We'll go to the next one. Again, kind of make sure it's a little clean. Okay. A little one here, I believe. We got one here. Alright, come on. Yes, it is.
Yeah, whenever I was sanding it, I found that one.
That's a doozy. Okay, we got a good one here. And then we got some big ones up here. So we'll try to get those filled in. On that one's going to be really easy to sand, so
Yeah.
we'll lay it on pretty heavy. And then that's it. How about that, huh? The rest of
Yeah.
this is excess, which we did pretty good. There's not a lot of waste, so yeah, we did a good job on this one. What are you doing?
Oh, a box.
Oh my goodness. All right. So, what are you doing here, Brian, for real?
WD-40 and a bunch of
Spraying a little bit of
screws back there.
penetrant on the bed bolts, right?
Yeah.
Did you get these up here on the gas door or on the filler yet?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. So you're getting all the bolts for the bed so that we can what?
Take it off.
Take it off. Okay?
Yeah.
So that way we can spray the back of the cab and the front of the bed, and then we can start prepping the inside of the bed to spray a bed liner in. So get those sprayed down, buddy. And then we got to do the other side yet, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. So we had to bring out the big guns. We got Nana helping us here. Right? Super strong. It should go pretty easy. So, Brian's supervising. All right, here we go, Nana. You ready? Oh wow, there it is. A little weight there. Something still is attached.
Stills attached. That don't make no sense.
Try one more time, see how high we can pick it up. God dang! Okay, take two. So, the sawhorse is going to be too tall. Right. One, two, three. See now? Alright, go your way a little bit. There you go. You lift with your back only? In a quick, fast, twisty, jerking motion?
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
you're supposed to do.
I know. I've had the ocean forces.
Oh, oh, we did it. Okay, so we got the bed off, and it is a Tuesday night. Brian has school, and and I have work. So we're gonna call it a night for now, and then tomorrow we're gonna get back into it and see what about the Bondo. We'll sand all the Bondo off and get it ready for primer.
Many hours later.
Since we got the bed off, now we're gonna clean up this frame, and then after that, we're going to do some body fix.
Well, we're gonna sand it, right? All right. Yeah, we got the bed off there yesterday, as you've seen in the video there. Spray some degreaser, a little bit of oven cleaner on some heavy grease areas, and we're gonna get all that high pressured off. So let's do that, shall we?
Yeah.
So Brian here, he's got his red scuff pad. He's got his scuff stuff on there. We took the bed off so that we can, one, get to the back of the cab real well because we are repainting the entire thing. So he needs to get back there and be able to scuff it all up. And two, to get the frame good and cleaned up so we can get some paint sprayed on it as well. We also have to get the front of the bed and get the sides real good and everything. Make sure all that's in good shape. And yeah. Then we'll put the bed back on it, put a couple bolts in it, at least to get it to the paint booth, and then we'll be in good shape. Cool? Yeah. All right, here we go. All right, Brian, so we're gonna talk about sanding a little bit, okay? So what I normally do is I'll take a DA and I'll knock the edges off. So as you can see, all this is feathered out pretty nice, right? So there's no real hard edges or nothing. It's all feathered out. And then what I do is I'll take a block, which I've got these Dura blocks here, and I'll take a block and some sandpaper and I'll block it out. And what that does is it makes it the same level from here to here. See what I'm saying? So whenever you sand across it, you're making it the same level from here to there. So those two are your reference points that your sanding block is going to rub against, knocking your Bondo down to the same level. Does that make sense? And then your dent will disappear. No longer having dents. Right? So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to do some sanding, some block sanding. I'm going to start with this one, go around through the other ones, really inspect them a little bit, make sure there's no pitting, there's no pinholes or rough edges or anything like that, and then we're going to shoot some primer over top of it. So Ryan's amazed by the smoothness already. So, all right, I'm going to give that a shot. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Brian. Oh, dang. Oh, I just dropped it in the water. You believe that? All right. I know. You're going to take this here rag that I did not just drop in the water, right? And what I need you to do is go over top of all these dents. Around it real good. Around all those dents right there, okay? On everything. So on the truck, or on the cab, I mean, on this, on the other side, and on that side as well. Okay, so we're gonna wipe these down real good, get them all good and cleaned up because they are ready for primer.
Why is it so sticky?
It's weird, isn't it? Okay, so I've got pretty well, there's not a lot of masking that I gotta do. Obviously, we're going to take the door handle out and the mirror off, but just to shoot some primer, I masked them up real quick, and that'll totally be fine. Everything else is scuffed up, so whatever primer that we get on there is going to stick, and then we'll sand it down, and guess what? Then we'll be ready for paint. So I'm going to spray a little bit of primer here, and we'll go from there. Got one coat on. Just trying to basically cover up all the bare metal spots and really get some heavy stuff on the Bondo. So, got one coat on there, one back here as well on all this good stuff. So, everything's going good. All right, and primer is done. I got 3 heavy coats of our filler primer over top of the Bondo. And one good coat over top of where the stripes were. So that'll give us something to kind of scuff off of and feather off of. But primer is complete. How about that?
Looks good.
I know, right? I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for this video.
We said we were gonna do Bondo. Instead, we did primer as well.
So filler done, primer done. All we got to do now is put the bed back on it,
And paint it.
and
Well,
we got to scuff a little. Well, we got to scuff a little bit yet. So we're going to scuff a little bit yet. Just kind of some final touch-up scuffing, and then we are loading it up on the trailer and hauling it to the paint booth. So we'll get it to the paint booth, we'll get everything masked off, get the doors torn off of it, and shoot some base on it. So they still don't know what color it's going to be yet, do they? I love it. So, so thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for following along. Thanks for tagging along. Thanks for checking out what we're doing. And I guess we'll talk to you in our next video. Anything you want to say?
Subscribe and like.
That's right. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.